I've been sleeping really weird hours. It's that end time sleep we all go through. We've all been going through. I get 48.8. I'm on the 48.8 schedule. There's a car on the sidewalk. Oh, it's a bike. Yeah, that's one thing about here. It's like you just be walking on the sidewalk and there'll just be a car behind you. You're like, oh, you don't belong here. I tell you, they don't. Well, it's not first world, just being honest. Yeah. The sleep is fucking weird. Like 2 days on, 1 day off, and usually I'll sleep more than 8. I'll like 10 or 12 because the previous 2 days I was awake. It's been worse. It's been it's been 3:12. The problem is time is sped up. I tell people this all the time. All you got to do is pull out your stopwatch on your phone and start your stopwatch, and as your stopwatch is going, count along with it using the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi method, or you could also use the 1/1000 method. Now what is going to happen is if you start counting at the same time your stopwatch is going on, by the time you reach 7, right, your stopwatch will be on 10. No shit. Like, and that's, I mean, unless something has significantly changed. Someone told me to do that a couple of years ago, and this has been increasing in that direction. Now, normally scientists, of course, it's big enough so that they have to try to make some excuse for it. So they're saying it's something about the Earth's axis, the Earth's rotation. Because of course it's a round globe. I don't know what fucking Earth is. I have no idea. I don't how that kind of, that's beyond my capacity of understanding. There's no way I can know. But I will tell you something, and I think I told you this the other day, so I apologize. It's like Groundhog Day a lot here sometimes. I worked as a civil engineer since I was a teenager. I started working on school program where they let me out to start working. I remember I was working for an amp for my band because I was singing through amps back then. We were a high school band. We didn't fucking care as long as it made noise. But I started working at 16. I worked into my 40s. Still doing field work up until I moved here. Not a lot. But I also was a draftsman unsuccessfully on and off for a while. I did probably every aspect of the job. I did a lot of research. But yeah, mostly field work. Going on construction sites, laying out buildings, big and small, laying out bridges, big and small, doing houses, working for mainly banks and mortgage, sometimes private individuals. But in all those years of civil engineering, I have never, not once, accounted for the Earth's curvature in any of our projects, ever. It's not even come up. No one's even talked about it. Now, what they say is you're supposed to, for the Earth's curvature, it's, how's it going, man? Good to see you, buddy. It's 6 inches per 1 mile, right? They say you have to adjust 6 inches per 1 mile. That's what some expert will say. That's what some K's on a dress will tell you. Well, I'm an expert in this field, fucker. So, I'm telling you, there is no adjusting for Earth's curvature. There never has been. No one's ever mentioned it. We never even thought of it. And surveying and civil engineering has gone on way before I worked in it, I mean, we're talking back to George Washington time, And since that time, we have access to a lot of old plans and stuff. And a lot of times when you do jobs, you have to pull this stuff up, And, yeah, there's no fucking, no one's ever, that I know of, or anyone I worked with, or any of the projects I've been on, and I've been a lot of them in New England, up in New Hampshire, Boston, the city of Boston. I'm not going to go on the list. A lifetime of work here. Has anyone ever made an adjustment for Earth's curvature? So I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know it's not. It's not about, anyway, it's not about what fucking shape the Earth is. Who gives a rat's out? What it's about is if we're being lied to or not. I'm not pro anything. I do think it's weird that the flat earth stuff came out all at one time. I'll tell you why I think that is. What they want you to do, or what I perceive them to want you to do, is to be into this flat earth thing, because they have their controllers already in that field. You know, a lot of these flat earth guys, the Eric Jabais and stuff, I mean, you know, personally, I don't need early life to figure that stuff out. But, you know, if you want to, check early life with these guys, you know. So it seems like they had their agent provocateurs already in this. And there was a group in somewhere in the UK called the Flat Earth Society. In fact, musician Howard Jones thanks them in one of his albums. I think the album called The Flat Earth. He's a controlled dude. A lot of musicians are. I'd say they all are, you know. Put a pin in that, get back to that in a minute. But yeah, so it feels like a psyop. Like, all right, we're gonna present it as the flat Earth. Now, the Earth could very well be flat, but not in the flat the way they're telling you it is. When they create controlled opposition, they meticulously lay out the parameters of the movement and try to give it leaders and at least give it a narrative, so that if you engage with it, you're acquiescing to the rules of their psyop, you know? Like, okay, by getting involved in flat Earth, they know this, they know that, we'll tell them this, we'll tell them that, the things they have to kind of adhere to make up the, you know, the whatever details that come along with flat Earth, keeping you away from the stuff they want you to keep away from. Because they can tell when there's like a critical mass of people that want to know something, or people are tired of something and they're going to start looking into it on their own. So what they do is they get ahead of that. They get ahead of that and set up their own thing for you to just walk into. In the same way, I'm going to walk into wrongs at 333. I didn't mean to even talk about flat Earth. I came out here, I was going to talk about 7-0. I did a little thing on it the other day. I woke up tonight because I've been sleeping really weird. And he was like, you want toys? You want 7-0? Like, what the fuck? It's fucking Sophie's Choice. I'm like, I guess. I mean, I don't know if there's any toys I need. Like, I check Ross twice a day, you know. But that's mean. Now, as far as I'm concerned, after my little experiment with them, I'm good. Like, I could see maybe returning to it occasionally, like the way I do with smokables. I'll occasionally, when it falls into my lap, when like a neighbor has some or somebody I know around here, it gives me some. That seems to happen a lot more than you think. I don't ever go seeking it out, but I just run into it. And it lasts very long, you know, because I'm very lightweight when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, me, it's just like, you know, oh man, really? Why are you doing this? It was nice of her to say, that's why I went to Ross to check if there was anything I wanted in Ross first, because I mean a high is good, but toys will last until I give them away in the building. Yeah, what happens is I only have so much space in there. You've seen up in the back cave, some of you have anyway, and there's not a lot of room. And occasionally a line will come out at Ross, it'll get dumped at Ross that I don't collect, but they look cool. I went on this Hot Wheels track set thing for a while that eventually there's no more room in the house. I had to give them all away. But so I'll get into something that I don't normally get into, like, I don't know, Ninja Turtles or Transformers, because I'll have to have a bunch of them, and I'll just go on a little thing and I'll buy them all. And then once my room starts getting too much, where I'm like walking into stuff, I do like a little purge, And I look at the stuff I don't normally collect. Like, all right, do I need all these He-Man figures? I really only collect Batman stuff, like, over the years, you know? So I'm like, all right, I'll just go and take all these, whatever it happens to be, Fortnite figures. There's some Fortnite figures for 99 cents there. And they look pretty cool. You know, I'm only so strong, right? So I'm like, I can't walk away from all these banana head guys and unicorn people. I want all these. Yes, I'd come home with like bags of those things for like cheap money. And then it's like, you know, when the house gets too overflowed with shit, I just pick something like that. Like, all right, I gotta get rid of this. And we have like a little foyer in my building where people leave stuff they don't want for other people to take, like household items, wrapped food, just things that, you know, they want to get rid of. A lot of times we have a lot of Airbnb, because of course we do, which I don't like, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing in some of these temporary apartments. There was a guy up the hall from me who ended up dying from fentanyl in the apartment, right next to another guy that died from fentanyl in his apartment next door. What? A couple years apart, but you know. And he was, I don't know what he was doing. My landlord thinks, he didn't say exactly what it was, but there was a lot of young looking people in there. And this guy was, I'd say, my age, like maybe in his 50s. And there was a lot of like young people hanging around out there. And there was a lot of drugs going on. And I think there was some kind of, I don't want to say, you know, he's selling young people, or not selling them, but like renting them. But that was the thing we came up with. So there's always weirdos. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in these rooms, you know? So I don't like Airbnb. But when people leave, a lot of times they leave their stuff because, you know, they don't want traveling. Long story fucking extra long. That's where I leave my extra toys occasionally. I'll put them down there. I guess I had to share that. We're all better for that fucking story, right? All right, good. Up here in the back cave. So what did we learn today? I don't know. We learned that I'm the expert, and I can tell you that as far as I know, there doesn't appear to be a curvature to the earth, because if there was, our buildings would be falling down. The bridges that we did would have collapsed. The houses, the same thing. I mean, so I don't know. Again, I don't know what the shape of the earth is. That we could be on a turtle's back. I have no fucking idea. But what I do know is I'm pretty sure they're lying to us about something, you know? And that's really the main thing. It's like, it's not the shape of it. It's if they're lying to us or not. And I think they are. And then you have to start asking those questions. Why? Why are they lying to us? Well, you don't have to. I do. And, I'll try to figure it out as best as I can, and then I'll let you know. So until next time, thanks for dropping in. Always glad to see everybody. And as always, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.